Welcome to my Hapkido training video, Volume 9, which includes International Hapkido Federation requirements for achieving your red belt first stripe. The techniques presented on this tape will include kicks and defense against punches. Now, carefully follow along as my chief instructors, and I personally teach you these important requirements. I wish you great success in your training. This time we're going to show you advanced flying kicks. When people have distance, they run after your opponent and flying into the side kick to the head. Ready?
The first kick by instructor Mark Gannon is the jump flying side kick. This is an excellent kick for competition and breaking techniques. Notice his perfect form and execution of this kick.
Ready.
As you begin your run, set up the kick by launching off the support leg, striking out with the high lead leg. You're kicking with the blade of the foot. Leg strength and flexibility is a must for getting height in this kick. Notice how he keeps his eyes on his opponent and keeps his torso straight up during the kick. Even though he is jumping in the air, he still maintains excellent form. Now watch the power of this kick as it's executed against a kicking pad. In historic times, jumping and flying kicks were used extensively to dismount warriors from horseback during battle.
Well, this time we're going to show you double front kick. In case your opponent is taller, we're going to jump on the air to kick with one. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Go.
Now the double front kick. The first kick is executed with the back leg striking low into the groin, and then following as your opponent buckles over, striking underneath the jaw into the face. Both kicks are executed while in the air. Again, maintain balance as you come down in a strong fighting position. Low into the groin or chest, second kick high into the face.
Go. 2. 3.
To perfect your accuracy during execution of this multiple kicking technique, have your partner hold a hand mitt. Concentrate on focusing through the mitt, striking with the ball of the foot.
This time, jump on the front and then side kick to the opponent. Ready? Yes, sir. 1.
In this jump kick, you execute a front kick, and before you set down, a side kick to the head. The front kick is low to distract the opponent, bring down his guard, and then turn and shoot a side kick. Watch carefully. Front kick, while in the air, a quick turn of the hip into the side kick.
One. 2. 3.
With your partner having the mitt angled, execute the front kick and drive through full power with the side kick. Observe the tremendous amount of power executed with this kick. Remember, you're hitting your opponent twice, low and high, always maintaining a strong posture.
Well, this time, jump front to roundhouse kick. Ready? Yes, sir.
Again, leading off with the front kick low, switch, execute the roundhouse kick with the instep of the foot to the head. The sharp turn of the hip is what creates the power. Begin the turn as soon as your front kick starts coming back. The front kick is directed to the groin or midsection, the roundhouse to the head.
This time, jump, spin around the side kick to opponent. Ready?
In this technique, you jump forward, spinning, executing a side kick to the face or midsection. Watch carefully. Jump forward, spin, and kick. One continuous motion. Don't hesitate. Since your entire body weight is driving into the side kick, The jump spinning side kick is one of the most devastating techniques of Hapkido. The force of instructor Gannon's kick completely bends the kicking shield, showing the tremendous amount of damage it would do to an opponent.
This time, front kick, and then combination with the jump back kicks. Ready? Yes, sir.
The important factor here is the proper footwork. Watch carefully. He executes the front kick, steps forward, spins, and back kicks. Direct your front kick at the midsection, set forward, spin around, jump, and back kick. Keep your eyes on your opponent. Before kicking the shield full power, walk through the technique a few times to gauge your distance. Once you have the proper distance, attack the mitt, driving across the floor, kicking full force.
This time, basic side kick to spin back kick. Ready?
Yes, sir.
As you can see, you lead with the side kick, spin forward, spinning back kick. Now pay very close attention to the foot placement after the side kick. As you set down with your right, turn, spinning back kick. It's a step forward as you turn. Execute one continuous motion. Now watch the power this kick generates on the kick pad. If that was an attacker, he would never get up. Instructor Gannon executes the spinning back kick while he's in the air. Watch. Build your speed as you step forward after the side kick. Create the momentum to jump, spin in the air, kick. If you can't create enough force, execute the spinning back kick with your other foot on the ground. Eventually, execute the kick in the air.
This time, combination with the basic roundhouse kick and then jump back kick. Ready?
Now we have the same spinning back kick technique, but this time lead with the roundhouse kick to the head. A high roundhouse kick to the head with the instep of the foot, set down, jump spin, with the same foot, kick back kick. Snap the kick back quickly to retain your balance. Spin the body around, back kick with the same kicking leg as the roundhouse kick. Before executing the kick on the mitt, walk through a couple of times to judge your distance. Once you have the distance for contact, then execute the technique's full power. Excellent form. Hapkido is known for its explosive kicking techniques. They can only be mastered through many, many months and years of training.
But this time, basic span heel kick with one step in. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Go.
The spinning heel kick, or windmill kick, is very devastating. Watch carefully. Instructor Gannon steps forward with the left, spins hard around with the heel of the right foot. He covers a lot of distance with the step and the extended leg. When striking with the heel, keep your foot in a blade kick position. The target area is the jaw or temple. This is another kick made famous by Grandmaster Han in the film Billy Jack. Power is created from the whipping motion of the leg. Do not hesitate or stop your momentum. Keep your eye on the target. Keep your balance erect and straight as you kick. When striking, drive through the mitt. Don't just hit the surface. Pretend the mitt isn't even there. It's just a target to strike at.
Next one will be jump, spin, heel kicks. Ready?
Yes, sir.
No.
This kick is executed the same as number 9. The only difference is you jump forward and you're stepping as you execute the kick, as opposed to just stepping forward. So you're creating more momentum as the kick is becoming more advanced.
No.
Once you feel comfortable executing this kick by just stepping forward, become very aggressive and attack the kick by jumping forward. Watch the power created by the aggressive attacking with the jumping heel kick. Anyone who feels kicks to the head are not that powerful should hold the hand mitt during this kicking technique. The power is devastating, and it stings right through the mitt. Pay attention to the explosive speed. This is what you should strive for in your Hapkido kicking techniques. Speed is power.
Okay, this time, even foot jump, spin, heel kicks. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
No.
Now, a more advanced jumping, spinning heel kick is to stand with the feet together and execute the kick with a very sharp turn. Feet shoulders width apart. This is a very deceptive kick in a street fight or competition. The opponent feels you are too close to kick, but actually you don't need a big step to execute this kick, as you can see. Kick directly from the spot you're in. So as your assailant moves forward, heel kick to his head. Now test your accuracy with the standing heel kick. Concentrate on speed in your turning. Maintain your balance by keeping your head up and eyes on the target. This kick can be executed to the rib cage or head area.
But this time, advanced defense against punches. From here, deflecting from inside, and then punch. And turn 360 degrees and pull down.
As the assailant punches at Grandmaster Han's head, Master blocks with his left hand, counters to the solar plexus, goes underneath, and applies an arm bar, taking the opponent to the ground. Let's watch again, carefully. Grandmaster blocks with his left hand open, controlling the opponent's wrist, executes his punch, goes underneath, steps back as he turns, And again, fully controlling his opponent. As you block, keep your hand open, catching the opponent's wrist. Punch hard into the solar plexus. This will stun the opponent, knock the wind out of him. Just bring him right down towards you as you apply pressure on his elbow and pull up on his wrist, creating a very painful armbar. Grandmaster Han blocks, strikes, continues his momentum, turning, and with his centrifugal force draws his opponent to the ground.
Well, this time spin around outside of his hand, take him down, and finish.
In this technique, Grandmaster Han moves forward, blocks the opponent's punch with his left hand, takes the opponent's arm to his side, goes underneath and takes him down. He applies an arm lock and strikes to the face. Watch carefully. As he blocks, he moves in, grabs the wrist, takes the opponent's arm to his outside, steps behind and underneath, controls all the time by applying the armbar and striking to the face. From an overhead view, watch carefully. It is very important that you control the opponent to come underneath his arm. At this point, the opponent is helpless. As he falls back, you apply the armbar and strike. Notice how fluid and smooth Grandmaster's movements are. His techniques are flawless after many, many years of training and diligent practice.
Well, this time, blocking from inside, attack his arm paired with my shoulder.
Watch carefully. As Grandmaster Han blocks with his left hand, he controls the opponent's wrist, and he steps forward with his right foot, driving his shoulder into the opponent's shoulder, knocking him back to the ground. Watch again carefully. The technique here is to move forward to the opponent's outside, driving your shoulder into his shoulder or chest, knocking him back. This technique can very easily dislocate your opponent's shoulder. A devastating and deceptive takedown technique. The opponent is on his back before he knows what happened, enabling you to escape or execute more techniques against him. Watch at full force. As you step in, drive your shoulder into his shoulder. Watch carefully at realistic speed.
Well, this time deflect from outside, grab his wrist, and front kick and twist throw.
Execute your block by moving to the outside of your opponent. Control his wrist, kick hard into the solar plexus, step back with your left foot, executing the wrist throw and armbar. Now watch again carefully. Step out with your left foot, control the punch, kick sharply into the solar plexus, step back, turn the wrist over, creating the throw. Now follow the arm to the ground, kneel on the elbow with your right knee, and you're ready to counter if need be. Notice the movement to the outside as you block with your open hand. You have full control of the wrist. Kick hard into the body. Now create your momentum, turn the wrist down, stepping back with your left foot, and complete the throw.
Well, this time deflect from outside with the forearm, and then counter with my palm here and twist out.
This advanced Hapkido technique is excellent for dismantling your opponent. Step out, block with your right hand open, execute a palm heel to the jaw or temple. Bring his attacking arm in, turning the wrist down, controlling the elbow, and complete a wrist elbow throw, which is extremely painful. Control the arm on the ground, execute your punch to finish. Now follow along carefully. It's important that you step out with your left foot, blocking high with the right hand. Palm heel, control the punching arm, bring his wrist in, turning the wrist down, applying pressure up on the elbow. Control the elbow on the ground, execute your finishing strike. Move to the outside, blocking high with the right. Stun the attacker with your palm heel. Bring his elbow in tight with your left hand. Apply pressure down on the wrist. Step back with your left foot and continue the throw. Notice how Grandmaster controls his arm on the ground. You should never walk away or lose control of your opponent unless you know he is rendered helpless. If there's any chance he can get up, don't let him.
This time deflect from outside with my forearm and strike to his neck and sweeping and throw him over.
Again, step out, block high with the right hand. This time, arm bar across the throat, foot sweep at the same time, taking your opponent down. Apply a stomp kick to his throat. Kick out the legs from behind the opponent. Again, he's taken to the ground immediately, vulnerable to your strike with the heel. The arm bar and foot sweep are executed at the same time to take him to the ground. Step out to the side, open hand block. Continue right off the block with an open arm strike to the throat. With your right leg, kick his legs out as you hit the throat, and he goes down very easily.
But this time, block from outside, attack with my left shoulder to his armpit from outside.
This is an excellent Hapkido self-defense technique that does not require a lot of strength. As the assailant punches, Grandmaster Hans steps out to his left, blocking with his right hand. He controls the arm, comes to the back side of the opponent's arm, and pushes with his shoulder, driving him to the ground. Grandmaster Hans' right hand comes up, blocks, open hand, controls the wrist. Then he steps forward with his left foot, driving his shoulder into the outlocked arm, right at the arm-shoulder joint. The force of this strike sends his opponent to the mat.
But this time, I'm going to spin around and sweeping his leg and throw.
As the assailant strikes, Grandmaster Han steps in, blocks, hooks the opponent's head, and executes a leg throw. It's very important that you step in very quickly, controlling the neck, raise your right leg, throw the opponent, finish with an arm bar. As you can see, the hand is open, so Grandmaster Han can grab the opponent's wrist, puts him in a headlock, raises his lead leg high, throws him over his leg, applies an armbar against his knee.
Deflect his punch from inside, lock his arm and throw.
Follow along with Grandmaster Han. He steps in, blocks the punch. With his right arm, he comes under and catches the elbow, then executes an arm throw over his hip. The throw alone will break the opponent's arm. Watch again carefully. He steps in, blocks with his left hand, comes underneath, applies pressure to the elbow, brings his hip under the opponent and throws him, executing a kick to the throat and arm bar across his leg. As Grandmaster blocks the opponent's right hand, he steps in with a sharp turn, controlling the arm, bringing his hip under the opponent, lifting up, and executing the throw, finishing with an arm bar against his knee for full control of the opponent.
As I deflecting his punch from inside, and front kick to stomach, and go pass on the arm and throw. And then lock his arm around.
As the assailant punches to the face, Grandmaster blocks with his left hand open, kicks into the solar plexus, takes the opponent's arm underneath and executes a wrist throw, finishing with an arm bar against his knee. Follow along with Grandmaster Han. You don't even need an opponent. Just mimic his movements to develop your reflexes in case you're attacked. Block with the left hand open, grab the wrist, kick hard into the solar plexus, come underneath, control your opponent, execute the throw. Watch the angle carefully. Grandmaster Han always controls his opponent. He doesn't panic. He uses the opponent's force against himself, executing the throw.
I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and remember, in order to perfect each technique, you must practice every day. Hapkido techniques are extremely lethal, so you must exercise extreme caution and control when training with your partner. And always remember, your Hapkido skills are never to be misused and are only to be applied in a self-defense situation when there is absolutely no other means of escape. I wish you great success in your training and look forward to seeing you on the next tape. Thank you.